I wanted to ask him was whether or not he still believed that major financial institutions had the capacity to regulate themselves, which I think is, this is part of maybe the free market capitalism ideology that says, just give us room to operate and we'll do well for everybody, and let's not have too many government regulators interfering with our practice and with our business model. Because we know how to do it better than anybody else. He didn't give me a very satisfactory answer, but that's one of the objectives I think we go to these meetings with, is the board of directors is there, some probably 200 or 300 shareholders are there, so it gives us an opportunity to make sure that they also understand our point of view on these things. Let's put it this way. I think what we've got at the moment is not working and hasn't worked. And the near meltdown of September 2008 pointed that out. Dodd-Frank was put in place. We're writing rules and regulations. It's going very slow and it's been very tortuous. And much of that, I lay the blame for much of that on the fact that many of the large banks and the large companies are spending so much money in trying to make sure the rules are to benefit their business model. And we've not been able to come up with rules and regulations that balance, the public good against the private interest. And I would have hoped by now that we would have gotten to that, but we certainly, at this stage, have a long way to go. These major financial institutions, they have a presence in probably, 100 plus countries. They have enormous influence and impact on the legislation, on the framework, on the rules, and on the regulations. So we feel that it's our responsibility to keep an eye on, to make sure that they're playing a constructive role. I would argue that they have added responsibility, and I would argue that people of faith, because of their beliefs, because of their moral and ethical principles, have a responsibility to try and at least engage people like Jamie Dimon and others, but also the major influencers in this arena, to make sure that the system is sound and safe and fair, and that it functions that way for everybody.